In this video, I want to emphasize how important it is that you pay close attention to your written responses. Most of your scoring for these AP performance tasks are from your written responses and not from the artifact or the program that you're going to write, although those are the things that are more fun to spend your time on. If you go into the AP folder in our CSP class, I'm going to direct you to two different files. The first is called Questions for the Written Responses, and I've already downloaded it. And if you open that up, it's the one that is the AP Computer Science Principles Directions for Students. So you can download that, and if you head down to page 5, I believe, it starts talking about the submission requirements for your Explore task at that point. And at first it talks about the artifact, but then it gets into the written responses. So on the next page, for instance, in 2A, it says provide information on your computing innovation and computing artifact. The first bullet says name the computing innovation. Specifically do that in your response. Describe the computing innovation's intended purpose. Make sure you spell that out and make it clear that you're saying the purpose of my innovation is. So take their questions or their directions and use those key words in your responses so it's easy for the person who's reading or listening to you to know exactly what you're telling them. So you have the 2A, 2B, 2C, and 2D to worry about. 2E is simply your references. I would also want to direct you to another PDF file, and that is the, and not that one, let me go back here a second. That is the scoring commentary. So if I open up the scoring commentary, take a look at the ones that got points and read what they're saying about that. If I zoom in here a little bit, you can see like this person got the point for row 2. And it says the response states, quote, the intended purpose of the autonomous car is to provide. So they put very plainly the intended purpose in their response. That's what the scorer was looking for. In row 3, they were looking for the impact, and they had a benefit is fewer accidents. In row 4, they were looking for a negative or a positive, and the harm effect is it would have on core culture and the ability of people. So please make sure you're using the words benefit, harmful, purpose, function, data. Those are the key words that they want to see in the responses, so please pay special attention to those and go through these responses that you see here from the scoring guidelines. Look at the ones that scored points, see what the scorer said about those. Look at the ones that didn't score points. Let's go down to a really bad one here. Row 6, 0 points. What did they say about that? The data described is consumer's data, which is not sufficient for identifying what data is being used by the described computing innovation. So use these resources to guide your writing and to double check your writing, and I'm sure you're going to do really well.